Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Mindset Monday. I actually wanted to change the name from One Up Monday to Mindset Monday just because I thought it worked better. Now, most creators actually neglect basic communication because we're in our rooms creating all day. But that can lead to things like being taken advantage of, or your ego getting in the way of incredible opportunities, and then you end up sabotaging your whole career. Then you become bitter and start hating on other people. I actually learned about this a couple months back from a book called Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, who is a former international FBI hostage negotiator. In it, Chris Voss talks about how all human communication, regardless of culture, regardless of background, is broken down to three parts. 55% of all human communication is body language, 38% of all communication is tone of voice and inflections, and only 7% is the actual words we use. An example would be if my girlfriend walked in and said, "Hey, how do I look?" And I said, "Oh wow, you look awesome today," versus, "Oh yeah, you look good today." See the difference? But how can you actually use 7, 38, 55 in your professional career? Now, there are way more than 5 ways on how to apply this to music and collaboration, things like that. But here's 5 that I came up with. For one, you can network on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, to find other artists to work with, which means more ideas, more collaboration, and just better music. You can also use this in collaboration with other artists, producers, and graphic designers, so you can better communicate your vision to them and thus making better music and then reaching more audiences and getting more streams. Third way of using this would be in the booth when you're recording or on stage when you're performing. Chances are the words you record and the words you perform will be pretty much the same, but the delivery will be different. So you can deliver your lyrics in one way when you're in the booth to create one meaning, and then when you're on stage you can deliver them in a completely different way to provide a completely different meaning, which then means you can create more content for your audience, which means more streams, which means more income. Now, this is a big one for a lot of artists and producers out there. You can use this ratio to negotiate splits for all the artists that are and creatives that are working on a track together. Using this will allow you to come to an agreement faster with more clarity, which means you don't have to beef with the people that you love working with. The fifth way this can be used is to avoid arguments when you're coming home from a studio session and you start to hear, "Oh my gosh, you're working so much." Using the 7:38:55 ratio will help you better get your point across in a much more respectful manner, which means better relationships at home. So to tie it all up, just remember the ratio 7:38:55. All basic human communication is 7% words we use, 38% how we say it, so tone of voice, inflections. 55% of all communication is through body language. And if you want to learn more on basic communication and negotiation, I highly recommend reading that book, Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Thanks again for watching another episode of Mindset Monday, and go make some music. All right, peace.